Hello, I'm back. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Rhea L, and some of you may know I've recently just finished a journey through the Sophia Code as a preparation and an invitation for those who are curious to join a Sophia Circle journey with me. I'm actually we've just completed chapter 3, circle 3 of our Sophia Code journey this week, and I gotta tell you, it's again these Sophia Circle journeys. There's just no words, and there's just nothing like them on earth, and that's just real. It's just real. And with that said, I was guided by the Ascended Masters and my higher self to open 2 more Sophia circles. So I know there's been a couple of people who missed out on the last enrollment, the last temple gates. So I'm opening the temple gates again for 2 new Sophia Circle journeys. I also felt like there was people out here, perhaps you watching this now, that were feeling curious and maybe just needed a video like this to nudge you into the right direction. I've just been feeling really deeply just connecting with my own heart, my own personal journey, and Mother Earth, as well as Sophia God and the Ascended Masters. And there's such a deep calling, just feeling it, and maybe you can feel it too at this time, such a deep calling to really step into our personal power, to step into our divine purpose, even if we don't know what that is. Sometimes it just takes a moment, and it's not really about completely, fully understanding what your divine purpose is at times. Perhaps you do know with some clarity. It's more about those steps, those moment by moment steps that are pulling you literally from your heart, and the pull is more, I'm doing this action, but it's sort of like it's that pulse, it's that heartbeat of God that has perhaps kept you alive in your journey through this truly heroic human experience. And perhaps it's also I say kept you alive. That could be in a very real sense. It can be in a very joyful sense, those really personal, seemingly small moments in our life with our connection to Sophia God, Source, Divine Mother, Father, whatever you call God. Yeah. I don't really know. I was just guided to jump on Beyond Perfection. I wasn't really expecting to, and actually within our current circle, one of the invitations recently has been to release perfection and allow our beautiful inner child and our beautiful heart to guide the process, rather than allowing perfectionism or people pleasing to kind of stranglehold us. It's like, all right, bye perfectionism. See you never. I've heard Kaia Ra use that term, and I recently used that term for myself. I was like, all right, let's jump on and let's bring the invitation forward. So before I go into I will do a reading like I have been doing, and maybe a little bit of a sound healing. But before I do that, I will share, so you can head to my website, rayael.net, rayael.net, where you can find all the information on the 2 upcoming Sophia Circle journeys. These will be, the first will be this Saturday, the 18th of July. Can't believe it, we're in July. And that will be 11 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. And the second one will be Wednesday, the 22nd of July, at 6 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. So that could be the day before where you are. We are an international movement, this Sophia Code community, so we have people from all around the world all walks of life joining these circles. So I welcome you to head to my website. If you're new here and you're like, what is this lady talking about? Hello again, head to my website. That's the best bet. You can also catch the recent live series I did, where I think it was about 14 days, maybe a bit longer, where every day I jumped on and shared a reading from this codex, the Sophia Code. All right, so here we are in this present moment. I'm going to head into my little disclaimer just to make sure I'm covering all bases before I actually read publicly from the Sophia Code. Welcome to those joining here. So happy to have you live. It always lights my soul on fire when I can see people here. And also to all those who couldn't catch the live but are catching the replay, as the Sophia Code teachings teach, your higher self is here as well, and we are blessed. So, my name is Rael, and I'm a certified Sophia Circle leader, and I offer Sophia Circle Journeys that will walk you through every chapter of the Sophia Code. The Sophia Code is a modern sacred text channeled by Kaia Ra that activates your higher self embodiment. As a certified Sophia Circle leader, I have been granted permission from Rael Publishing to read from the Sophia Code book on my platform. For those of you who do not know, the Sophia Code is a modern sacred text encoded with a living transmission that activates your divine genome, initiates your higher self embodiment, and reveals your role as an essential way shower for humanity's awakening. Therefore, you and I are contributing to the spiritual awakening of humanity as we choose to focus upon the power of our divinity together as a community. If you want to learn more about the Sophia Code book and the Sophia Code Ascension Academy, please visit thesophiacode.org. Thank you so much for your patience in being here with me for that introduction. As I was jumping on somewhat unexpectedly, in the present moment, for this reading, I kind of took a moment and I said, all right, where are we going? Where do we need to read from today? And I landed on the preface of the Sophia Code, and this makes complete sense to me, considering part of the I guess inspiration for me opening more Sophia circles was just this feeling of almost like calling us out a little bit. But in a loving way of like, all right, angels, it's time. It really is time to take that next step, to believe in yourself, and to really claim ground here in this slave matrix that we have chosen to incarnate into. And I was sort of, sitting with the different feelings for me that have been coming up along this transformational passage for me through this Sophia Code, Sophia Circle journey. It always transforms me as much as everyone in our circle. That is the beauty of this transmission. And long story short, I opened to this page and it felt like it spoke so clearly and directly into what I sort of felt needed to be said. So without further ado, I am here on page, I don't even know, hang on a second. So the preface, and this is I don't even know how to pronounce this name because it's in Roman numerals, and the part of my brain that learned that in school is just like not here. So I'll just say the letters X, V, I. So if you are here live, you might know what that Roman numeral is, or if you're catching the replay, you can let me know in the comments. But again, we're releasing perfectionism. So we're on the preface of the Sophia Code, which is where Kaia Ra shares about a little bit about her journey and the Great Commission that she received for channeling the Sophia Code. So we'll begin with the paragraph that starts with the Great Commission to channel the Sophia Code. And if you have your copy of the Sophia Code, you are welcome to read along with me. Let's begin. And these are the words of Kaia Ra. The Great Commission to channel the Sophia Code came at a pivotal moment in my personal life, during which I fought every day to simply get through the day, as I put back together the countless pieces of my shattered heart. As the Codex teachings flowed through my channel, I got to witness that this was indeed a living transmission from Sophia and the Ascended Masters, which was capable of healing the darkest wounds and activating the greatest light within me. To provide some personal background, I will share that I was born in a relatively spiritually awakened state, with multiple lifetimes of mystery school training consciously intact, my psychic centers already activated, and a magnetic creative intelligence that both captivated and infuriated adults. By the age of 3, I was conversing with the guardian angels and masters of light that watched over me, yet I was also hounded by the demonic entities, ancestors, and ghosts that plagued my caretakers. I was beaten when I would speak of what I saw or heard beyond the veils, so I spent most of my early years in utter silence, not relaying what I experienced of these gifts that would also become a curse during this chapter of my life. My constant interaction with the spirit world allowed for me to live most of my early life on the other side of physical reality, surviving in the higher light realms as my body suffered atrocities within this world of form. But when Sophia contacted me on that wintry night, I was in the middle of an excruciating personal healing journey. Having survived the first 18 years of my life, I was recovering from being systematically raped and brutally tortured on a daily basis by both my caretakers and countless others. From my birth, I was groomed to be inducted at the age of 3 into a child rape slave trade for an elite ruling class whose network crossed 6 state lines, including all of New England, New York, and Washington, D.C. This slave trade exchanged child trafficking for political power, real estate, and millions of dollars, as well as supplying child slaves for the highest tiers of Masonic ceremonies of satanic ritual rape and torture in the United States. This elite network included politicians, military officials, wealthy businessmen, as well as an entire system of medical professionals who believed that raping children provided them with a vital life force for achieving immortality, remaining in power, and ensuring the future of their generational rule. At their hands, I survived multiple surgeries, comas, and at least 13 death experiences in which I carried into the light realms far beyond this world, in which I was carried into the light realms far beyond this world. My first experience of dying due to this insane brutality occurred at the age of 4 in New Hampshire. In this journey, I also witnessed the murder and raping of innumerable other children as well. My psychic centers and intelligence were plundered for this elitist, military, Masonic slave trade, and this extremity of torture left me without any boundaries to the spirit world. It was by the grace of Sophia, the archangels, and the Ascended Masters that I survived every attempt upon my life. However, by the time I escaped, I walked as a living dead for several years. It was also by the grace of Sophia that my own attempts to end my life in those early years following my escape were unsuccessful. It would take all of my 20s and most of my 30s to recover from these atrocities and become the integrated, whole human being that I am today. By 2001, I managed to graduate with honours with a bachelor's degree while working full-time, creating a foundation for my future. Through a divinely orchestrated series of synchronicities, I discovered that I could train my oracular gifts to be helpful for others and myself. I was always in awe that although my heart was broken, my channel was pure. Helping others with the information and healing that I could download from the source, regardless of my condition, built a confidence in myself that had been almost annihilated. Professionally, I went on to serve, activate, and mentor an international clientele in countless communities. I wrestled most of my life with this decision to go public about my personal journey of recovery, including writing about it in this preface. I decided to share my story because I want the whole world to know that we can heal from anything with the power of our higher selves flowing through us. I call God Sophia, but whatever you call God has the power to heal your life and everything that you've survived. My prayer is that in the embodiment of my courageous recovery and activating the Sophia Code within me, you will be inspired to take courage and do the same. We are here to save a planet. This is not some ordinary lifetime to play small. We came here to embody our magnificence. This includes owning the heroic feats of what we are willing to heal and empower within ourselves, as an example to all of humanity of what is possible in this divine feminine Christ movement. Channeling this codex accelerated for me what could have taken the rest of my life to recover from, to occur within only 7 years. After about 3 years of channeling information for the Sophia Code, I started to notice that I was anchoring and embodying the frequency flowing through me. This helped me understand that the Sophia Code was an oracular, living transmission that I could broadcast to the world through the vehicle of my form. I know that for those for whom this codex is meant, this living transmission can support your own higher self-embodiment for healing, integrating, and dissolving the deepest wounds within you. Further, the Sophia Code is here to support your highest potential for living a heaven on earth reality in which what you pray for creates miracles and blessings for yourself, all of humanity, and Mother Earth. The frequency of this transmission is set to bless your life and divine purpose with a resonance that activates a soul remembrance for how worthy you are to thrive in every area of your life. Sophia's medicine of the divine feminine Christ is here to heal our hearts from the seemingly unforgivable. Her presence is guiding us in how to rise as one golden dragon of light for awakening the heart of our humanity by taking refuge in our undefended love, invincible innocence, and unconditional compassion. In the grace of Sophia, we are being initiated to step into our sovereign ability to create heaven on earth by embodying the frequency of our divinity, one loving step at a time. I had no idea how much I needed the medicine of the divine feminine Christ for my personal recovery, until each of these key codes walked me through their initiations that are featured in this book. In their loving mentorship, I transcended surviving my life to thriving in my relationship with life. And may it be so for you as well. Over the journey of channeling the Sophia Code, the 1,000 pieces of my heart became whole. May the radiant light of Sophia's all-consuming love for you, pouring through every page of this book, set your heart free to fly in the vista of your own sovereign divinity. We are here to birth miracles. We are here to download divine solutions. We are here to honor our divinity and take pride in our great calling to activate humanity. May we complete our prophecies together and fulfill this great commission before us for the one body of Sophia Christ. With every blessing for your happiness. Amen. In her radiance, Kaia Ra. So you're welcome to take 3 deep breaths with me, with all of us, as we integrate this preface, this preface from Kaia Ra. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. I love that I was guided to read that section by Kaia Ra. I really feel like those words spoke to my heart and my journey, and with the Sophia Code, and also my personal journey of healing from my own experience of experiencing trafficking and rape and torture from the hands of these deep state groups and individuals. I did share that I would possibly do a sound healing, didn't I? To be honest, I don't know. I feel like I could probably sit here with you for a while and have a chat about how, and share my own testimonies about this codex. But I do want to just leave us there to sort of resonate and bask in those words from Kaia Ra, who channeled the Sophia Code, as the invitation for those feeling that call beyond understanding, or maybe completely in clarity of understanding, in a Sophia Circle journey as your next self-loving step towards your divine purpose, towards your healing journey and mission this lifetime. So without further ado, let's jump into a sound healing. I never know where these are going to go, and again, as I was sharing the beginning of this live, I've sort of just been guided to jump on. So I'm so happy that you're here, and let's again begin with a deep breath. Breathing into your body and out. You might like to make that an audible sound one more time. You also just might like to shake it out and do some moves. You might like to give yourself a little bit of a cuddle, a peck. And the invitation is to just be in this moment, and perhaps as well release your own tendencies to be in perfection and to be in people pleasing, and to try have all of the answers. This human journey is meant to be a little bit mystical at times, which can bring up a whole lot of feelings when we're actually in this human body doing the human thing in the mystical experience. So with that said, I'll begin. Remember to keep breathing. Breathing in and out. So there's a little bit of clearing happening for sort of our, some people have a bit of a tension going on in their temples and their third eye, sort of crown chakra. So again, just keep breathing and knowing that we are surrounded by the Ascended Masters here, the Sophia Dragon Tribe, and with Sophia Christ, Sophia God herself. So this is, I'm not doing anything to you. This is all in accordance to your higher self. It's your beautiful heart that led you here, so you can relax and receive. Knowing that you are guided in all ways, always, by Sophia, God herself. and it's totally natural. It's totally natural if you have releasing. It's kind of what happens. It's just releasing happening, healing happening. Na na hey hey, na na hey hey home hey. And we're just going to take just a moment in silence, and I'll be back here with you in a moment. And when you're ready, just taking a few deep breaths back into your body, into this moment, coming back into this present moment, all the way back into your body, into the room or the area that you're in. And just closing our time together now with deep gratitude. Oh, there goes my hair tie. Yeah, deep gratitude for being here. I hope that that was helpful. As always, I trust that it was in some way or another. I know that was from my heart, so thank you so much for being here. Again, I welcome you to head to my website, rayal.net, where you can find all the information for 2 new Sophia Circle Journeys coming up this Saturday and next Wednesday, Australian Eastern Standard Time. Can't wait to welcome those initiates who are feeling the pull and who were born to walk through these temple gates. Can't wait to welcome you. Welcome you soon. Okay. Lots of love. Namaste.